waits. He jumps over top of him, and he's got a touchdown.
Did not see that coming.
He gets 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 on his feet still, and he's gone for a 90-yard carry.
Put that on your highlight reel.
From 45 yards out.
There's the turnover.
And a great ball. It's complete for a touchdown. Welcome to the Joe Yost Stadium as Dave Schick and Joe Buchansky are going to bring to you another APS-IS special with the City Series, continuing our football coverage, about ready for the Kenmore-Garfield Rams to kick off to the Firestone Falcons. Yeah, we are talking Firestone Falcons in the black with the white helmets. They're alternate here. About ready to kick this one off on a chilly October evening. Picked up at the 22-yard line, returned back to the 37, and you're going to get a little help from a friend to get to the 42, and they'll take over from there.
Good field position for the Falcons as they hit the hole, and returner Logan drug his tacklers for about 5 yards. So good starting position for the Falcons.
Yeah, and we were able to kind of be able to take a look at these Firestone Falcons in the past, as Winchester, the last time our coverage for this team, was throwing the ball more often than we expected and had some success. Certainly trying to get to his main target, Carlo Johnson, tight end, and he'll take over in the gun. 4 wide for the Falcons. He looks right, has time, going for the deep ball to start off, and just overthrows his target a little bit there by Carmichael.
Yeah, Prince Winchester, he just got that up in the wind a little bit and overthrew, but Carmichael did have a step on the safety there. Coming out, team that likes to throw a lot of the short game we saw on our last telecast in their ball game against East.
Yeah, but never really got the run game going, except for Winchester trying to get out of the way of all the defenders around him. Obeng was in the backfield, and they'll hand it off to him.
And they get it going here.
And he's going to get a gain of about 13 on his first carry. So gets a first down and gets things going.
Yeah, definitely the best run we've seen him at. He was hemmed down by those big tackles from East last week, but nice start for Obeng off the left tackle for 13.
And this is a Kenmore-Garfield team that had success against, we were able to see, Buchtel play against North as well through our coverage here on APS-IS. And that team looked strong, as well as a good run game. A lot of home run hitters, as always, with the Griffins. And this Ram team able to take them down in their City Series challenge. So winding down our City Series games, this one going to the right side and taken down back to the line of scrimmage. Winchester, nowhere to go.
That was a great job by the left side of that Kenmore-Garfield line. Specifically, Kashawn Younger, the junior, got way upfield, did not let Winchester on that keeper get outside. Winchester did a nice job to not get a negative play there, give him 2.
Yeah, big left side of that defensive line. He's got some height as he's going against a smaller right tackle. Winchester again, 4 wide. 2nd down and 9. Looking left side this time, goes back to the right, rolls out of the pocket, trying to get through a small space, and gets back to where he started.
And again, just like the previous play, Younger did a great job of getting upfield. Again, didn't get the sack, but funneled Winchester in and kind of shut down that play. Just a 1-yard gain on the scramble by Winchester. 3rd and long now for the Falcons.
Seniors being recognized by the Falcons before the game started. Which we don't have which ones are seniors on our roster here. I was looking at Kenmore's has provided that for us, so have to use your imagination on that one. That one with a small run of 2-yard gain.
They try to kind of fool them with the draw on 3rd and long, and they get about half of it back, and now it's decision time here. Looks like every indication is they're going to go for it.
Only at about the 45-yard line, so just still midfield territory, and they'll go for it here on 4th and 6. at the 40-yard line. Getting the play, and Winchester comes in. Winchester a little banged up that we saw last game.
Man,
and he's had it all season.
He really did a lot for this team last telecast. They're in no rush to get to the line of scrimmage here, and they're going to take a delay if they're not careful. Just took too long, Dave, to get to the line of scrimmage, and now they got to burn a timeout.
Timeout, Firestone.
And you wonder if they're going to think about it. Maybe this would be a good time to maybe punt and pin, but it looks like they're going to go for it.
Still early in the game. We'll be back after the break to figure out what they'll do. Want to let you know that fields of science, technology, engineering, and math learning at Akron Public Schools is woven throughout the curriculum. Their STEM schools are among the best in Ohio. Learn more by going to akronschools.com. Also, APS-IS wants to thank Swenson's Drive-In for their support of Akron Schools and Athletics. Swenson's Drive-In, home of the Galley Boy, America's best and favorite cheeseburger from our staff here at APS-IS. They're open year-round. Check them out today and get your Galley Boy.
Fan of the potato teasers, too. Oh, those are good. Teasing you right now with that drop-in.
So they're going to continue to go for it here as they come back on the field. 4th down and 6, 9:09 left here in the first quarter. 3 wide is your set. In the backfield, looking to run left. Has a man in the backfield, can't shake him, and he'll lose 2. And a turnover on downs as Winchester not able to get away from the great penetration of the Rams.
Number 3, Ronald Belfield in there. Again, also Sean Younger in hot pursuit there. Winchester never even got to the line of scrimmage on that one. Really one of Coach Kemp Boyd's better squads that he's had. A couple of good wins here. Actually, a win here with the expanded playoffs might well get Kenmore-Garfield in the playoffs next week, Dave.
Demean Martin on the carry. He's going to get a gain of 2 on his first carry. In the backfield is going to have Isaiah Clinton. That's the junior in at quarterback. And they're in tight this time. Going to bring it behind him and looking to run left.
Oh, nice cut.
Cuts back in and gets about to where he started again. They have to be patient with not the easiest numbers to see here from the press box. So.
And Firestone also, Dave, with the 16 teams making it a win, and they have an outside chance of getting in the flow. This could be a win and in type of game for these two squads. That was a quarterback keeper there, and it got a couple.
Is it 6? Oh, I'm sorry. Number 6, Demir Kidd is the quarterback. Sorry. The 6 looked like an 8 for a second.
Sure did. I'll give you a pass on that one.
Clinton, the junior quarterback. Demir Kidd, the senior quarterback. Because I saw Kidd is in.
The gold number's not doing great for us up in the booth. The metallic gold.
Yeah. It's got a shine to it, but no border. It's like a Halloween sound.
What was that?
It's feedback from that side. But fitting here as we're about a week away from Halloween. And I'm sure you guys, certainly during our history here on APS-IS, we've had a lot of Halloween games at, certainly here at Ellet, as well as, going down to Infocision, where Halloween activities, high school inside, college outside.
Had some full moons at St.
Yeah,
coinciding
a lot
and some
of
weird things happening.
Games, yeah, for sure. I'm sure any parent or health professional knows if there's a full moon, you may see some stuff that is just different than the rest of the days. Now
a big 3rd and 6. Same situation essentially that the Falcons found themselves in.
So he's going to have Martin on the slot route. And I don't know who number 4 is. We don't have it listed here. He was at the bottom of your screen. He's going to be end around anyway. And he's going to be close, about a yard short for Spalding, who I believe had that ball, Joe.
An absolutely fantastic spot.
Number 5, Spalding.
And by fantastic, no, it was the quarterback kept it.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. An absolutely fantastic spot for Garfield. Let's put it that way.
So a 7-yard gain for him.
I mean, he rolled and got the spot where he rolled to. That was Kidd. I think you were right. I thought he was down about the 46, and they gave him a good yard.
There's still a ticking sound of the clock running as he stays in bounds. Under 7 minutes here in the first quarter. Brings Martin in motion. High snap, bobbles it, catches it again. Flag's thrown for holding, and we'll get about 2 yards. We'll lose a yard and probably have holding. That's our.
I think
that's the forecast right now.
I think you could have probably peeped that hold out from Firestone Stadium.
Yeah. The forecast is dark skies and a little bit of yellow on the field.
Holding offense number 29. 10 yards. First down.
And literally just trying to protect. The timing was all off, and he was trying to protect the jailhouse blitz that was about to take out the quarterback. So.
Well, I can only imagine the sound he made as he kind of took one and bounced it in front of him on just the snap itself.
That's going to be about first and looks like 22 because that penalty happened a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
First and 22. 6:20 here in the first. Kidd will have 3 wide. Takes it and does hand it off left side. He's going to get 10. Flag down again as he passes over the 50-yard line.
Created the hole. Take him back.
So,
I would think.
Yeah, I mean, going to get about 5 and lose 10. No, they're not marking him up that far. So he's going to gain 2 and lose 10. It'll be first and 30.
Back-to-back holding penalties.
First and 33.
You're going the wrong way.
Well, I'm pretty sure that getting yourself out of the hole is not by digging it any deeper. It's a one way to get out, but it rarely helps you getting out the bottom. First down and 33. We've gone the wrong direction 3 times. Same was the same play and almost the same result, just farther back. And now we're getting some gusts to win.
Yeah. No holding that time at least.
Well, maybe a flag might have flown
Blew away, yeah.
He's going to gain 5.
Yeah, Martin. His second carry. Don't have to get it all back at once, but you got to get a lot.
An odd day temperature and weather-wise here in the Akron area as tornado warnings, rain, wind, and now kind of the aftermath of the front going through is where we're at now.
It was weird. It was never that warm to receive tornado warning. You know, usually that's a warmth thing at this time of year. And the sky was kind of calm, but we did in my travels. I saw in scattered parts lots of leaves and a few trees down.
Looks to hand the ball off left side. Can't get away from the tackler, but still gets a yard gained on the run. On the carry is Javon Fisher, number 26. He's going to gain nothing. We don't give him anything on that. The tackle was on, who tackled that? 43?
Mm-hmm. Carlo Johnson.
No, I think it was 17. Xavier Lee.
Uh-huh.
I think that's who it is, yeah. Runs right side, gets away from the line of scrimmage, has some space to turn the speed on. He's in a gain almost
16
18.
maybe, yeah. Nice bounce outside by Martin.
4th and 12.
And
16
decision
on the
time
game.
for them, but with 4th and 12, I think you probably punt in this situation.
You would think.
But
seeing is believing.
they do have number 1, Damian Martin, back in punt coverage or punt protection. They're showing.
Well, they're at the kicking position.
I'm going to tell you. Man,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Firestone was late getting on the field. If they would have snapped that ball and been ready, it would have been going 11 on 8.
The Rams have Martin back to kick. A low kick, almost.
Oh, it hit him in the head.
Hit him. It's a live ball.
But a great job by Firestone jumping on that thing. It was down for a couple seconds.
Yeah, short kick, hit their player in the back, and they'll take over.
Right in the melon.
34-yard line, looks like 32 is where they're going to spot it.
And you usually tell guys to get away, but that one was so low, you look up, you couldn't find it.
Just barely got over the line of scrimmage and just the offense and defensive line, height-wise. And now the Rams will be back on defense again.
That's a nice play. Like kick that low scud missile and just pick out the
tall
snapper
guy.
who you want to hit because he's usually the first guy down. So Kenmore-Garfield's drive stymied by the back-to-back holding penalties.
Something tells me, Joe, that wind isn't going to get any warmer this night.
No.
Looks to hand the ball. Oh.
Got movement on the left side of the line. False start on the Falcons.
Dead ball, false start in the offense. 5 yards. Still first down.
Got to turn that mic down a little bit.
He might have it positioned incorrectly where it's facing out instead of up towards him. And so it's facing out towards the stands where the speakers are.
He's getting a little wonga, 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 wonga.
All right, so like the last possession, we start with 1st and longer than 10. Low snap, hands it to Obang. Obang gets a yard.
Looked like he might break that, but nice job by the Ram defense holding on for dear life there.
And this is certainly a Falcons team that we saw them earlier in the year. A lot of mistakes, a lot of penalties, and they've really come together a lot more throughout the season. You've seen a lot of growth there. Certainly when we look back at some of the other games that even we covered with them, they've grown. You can see it here. Winchester threw off to the side there. Obang not able to haul it in.
One more step back by Winchester there and just a little more air, and Obang had some room.
Yeah, or just a little more loft. He had some pressure, tried to get rid of it early.
Kind of threw it awkwardly, just got to get that footwork right, especially with this wind, because if you don't, that ball's going to float and flutter. Basically, he rushed it a little bit more than he had to. 3rd and 13 now for the Falcons.
Yeah, we're at 2:04 here in the first quarter. Two wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. May not be able to see them. Blitz looks to be coming up the center. Winchester comes out of the pocket, runs up the center, and he'll get back to about a 3-yard gain and set up 4th down and 10.
Took a big hit there, but he bounced off it, did Winchester. We know he's pretty tough. I thought that might be a good spot for a quarterback draw. Wasn't designed. It was brought about because of pressure. He had a good pocket presence, and it broke down pretty quickly, and he got what he could. But nice job bringing the blitz there by the defensive staff of the Rams.
We're going to kick this one.
We believe it's number 42, Tavier Alford, and they're going to have to burn their second time out are the Falcons.
So a tough spot having just logistics basically as to why they're having to burn these 2 timeouts. Akron Public Schools pre-engineering program is among the best in the world. Robotics teams have been winners in world and national tournaments, and it all starts here in the Akron Public School classrooms. Learn more at akronschools.com. APS-IS also wants to thank Alco for their support of Akron schools and athletics. Alco, solutions for a cleaner environment, as the best janitorial equipment supplier in Akron. 0-0 here with 1:14 left in the first quarter. Both teams have gotten 1 possession so far, but kind of have sputtered with penalties. And now their second possession here, they find themselves in a similar situation. The penalty moved them back 5 yards and haven't been able to get anything going.
Dave, I think this is going to be a tough day with that wind to throw the football. So I think it's going to be about execution and avoiding putting the ball on the ground, turning it over.
Alford's going to be back to kick this one away. Back to catch is going to be Jimmy Spalding.
Special teams could play a big role as well.
Demeen Martin, is back to catch.
They brought
kick
the
is
rush.
high to the left side. Martin calls for a fair catch.
Good decision.
I'm sorry, it's not Martin either.
No, it was
Marquez
number 7.
Vaughn.
Yeah.
Ones look very similar to 7s. My apologies.
Vaughn probably saved his team 10 to 15 yards there by fair catching that ball.
It's a good kick for the Falcons to get away. High kick and has to call the fair catch, even though he had someone right on him there. They'll start at the 30-yard line. Got about 60 seconds before the first quarter ends. This will be their second possession in the game.
It's gusty.
No. Peter doesn't have his full winter suit on.
Not yet, yeah.
I'm at like 3 layers. I had long sleeve and the inner jacket, outer jacket. Running right side is Martin. And he's still on his feet at the 50, 40, 30. He's got one to beat, pushes him down, and off he goes. A stiff arm into the end zone. 6 points up on the board in just 15 seconds. A 70-yard run by Martin on his 4th carry. Gets the first points on the board.
And that was a great job by the outside receiver and right side of that Garfield line, staying on blocks to spring the young man, and he went the rest of the way. How many yards?
70.
Whew. And that is exactly what they needed.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 70. They got it at the 30-yard line, and he stopped running in the end zone.
Nice patient run by Martin as he allowed his blockers to lock on. And he had 2 or 3 blockers out there that, as you watch it back, drove the DB and linebacker 10 yards off the ball.
Well, and it still made a great play because the safety came over trying to get him as well. As this one is going to be a lack of a 2-point conversion.
On the play, 2-point conversion failed.
Because he still had the big stiff arm at the end of the play, as they had 2 players that are hoping to make a touchdown-saving tackle. Big stiff arm gets him off balance, and he runs in the rest of the way.
Yeah, I got a feeling that stiff arm is going to be part of a real good highlight on the telecast and on YouTube.
Certainly all of our games are, as Joe mentioned, highlights and games are on the YouTube channel, as well as our other social media platforms where you can look at them. On YouTube, when you go there, you want to look for Akron Schools. Same with Twitter and certainly akronschools.com that we've been reading in the spots. Facebook, you go to Akron Public Schools for all the information about the district, but certainly on the highlight reel. And could be an indication of where our APS-IS player of the game will be. Joe will have our player of the game at the end of tonight's broadcast as we figure out who will be from the winning team. We'll get the APS-IS player of the game. Short kick, almost onside, in and out of his hands, picked up at the 48-yard line, trying to catch him sleeping. But they were able to jump up, and not the first one, but someone else behind him was able to get on it.
They didn't get it clean. They had a chance. It wasn't down there for very long, but they had a shot.
Been an exciting 20 seconds, huh? First play, a 70-yard run, and then a little onside kick to try to catch him off. They'll take over at the 46. 45 seconds still left in this first quarter, if you can believe it.
Try to keep that momentum.
And again, taking some time to get this play in. Had to burn 2 timeouts so far. Bottom of your screen, Joseph Reed. I'm sorry, Griffin Starcher, I think. Showed blitz. No, his number isn't on there at all. He gets away, and he's gonna lose.
For a minute, yeah.
13 on the tackle for Kenmore.
Pen blew away.
Younger.
That could be the last play of the first quarter. The way they've been getting off plays,
Yeah,
I would think that's a good call.
I don't think they're getting a play in before the end of the quarter.
If they want to throw it, they should, because they're going to be going dead into the wind, but yeah.
So end of the first quarter is how we started this whole game, with a 0-0 tie here as Kenmore, I'm sorry, 0-6 is the score. It is not how we started. Sorry. We're in the first quarter with a 6-0 score, different than how we started, with the Griffins getting, sorry, not the Griffins, I'm all off, with the Rams getting the touchdown in the first quarter. 6-0, and I'm going to throw it to Joe so I stop making mistakes.
Yeah, 70-yard run. I think it's the wind. It's got wind damage up here. Up here in the elements. We're battling today. We don't have heat. We have just the heat of a lamp up here. We're toughing it out. Which
Peter, you're not selling us on being up here from compared
I
to the
probably
press
should have
box.
wore a little more than a windbreaker.
That's not Peter, our videographer, asked us to move in the upstairs nest. Is that what it is? The deck?
He was
porch.
lonely.
Porch is what I think it's called. And usually we're in the press box where there's less wind, but more other distractions for us. But if I haven't called the wrong score, the wrong team hasn't distracted you enough, we're back into the second quarter. Winchester hands the ball off. Obeng goes through. And he's going to get a gain of 4.
Nice job by number 14, Rynell Folds, tackling the football, or Obeng might have broke it all the way there.
He runs upright. I haven't seen another player this year that runs like he does, where it's just straight up and just the legs are pumping. So he might take a little contact, but he never kind of gets in that crouching position. More of a vertical runner. 3rd down and 6. Give it back to Obeng, and about a yard
on the
short.
spot.
Yard short. Gonna get 5.
It's gonna be close. You're about a half yard short, I think. But you know, they don't like to measure. That's got to be short. Yeah, he's calling it 4th down.
Yeah. About a yard.
Obeng. Oh, that was in stereo. 5 carries, 28 yards for Obeng.
I can see them going right back to him here, or they keep it with Winchester.
And here's the problem. You can't sneak from the shotgun. I'd like to see you get under center and just sneak this thing.
Cameron Martin at the bottom of your screen, 2 wideouts at the top. They were able to get some good passing plays.
Oh, nice job.
And they
hard
get
count by Winchester.
Yeah, hard count by Winchester. Gets them 5 yards and a 1st down.
Good discipline. Hey, let's give it up for the Firestone Falcon offensive line. I can't tell you how many times, not mention, no names, please, A couple guys, when I was a quarterback, I give the hard count. There's no play even called, right? It's no play. We're trying to draw you off sides. Where are you guys going? All you got to do is just sit there.
I forgot what you said.
My cadence was so enticing, it got our own guys to jump off.
Winchester hands it back to Obeng, going left side, kind of jumps through the line, and it'll get 4.
That was an old Le'Veon Bell type run there. A little patience, let his blockers get on and just get what you can.
See where there's a little opening to hop through.
Again, like Le'Veon Bell is a guy that when you're teaching like young kids how to run, you're like, don't watch it. It's like watching James Harden play basketball. No, do not watch that.
Yeah, because it's hard to replicate.
You can't do it. Yeah, we want you hitting the hole fast. We don't want you dribbling ISO for 20 seconds, but James can do it. We have a flag down, but no indication yet.
I thought it was a sideline. No.
15 yards on the first down.
Boy, that was a really late one, too.
Yeah, I thought they were going with the sideline warning, but it was just more reaction to what
it wasn't a late hit, was it? It was after that even.
I think it was a sportsmanship type of.
Well, that's going to give
penalty.
the Falcons a first down in great field position here.
Yeah, first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. And
4 penalties, 40 yards for the Rams.
They're going to talk about it a little more. I think they're wondering where the spot is. I think they have it correct.
Penalty on 29 defenses for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah. Thought they already said that, but let's say it again just to make sure. Make sure they know. I had it. I didn't know what it was
yeah, you
for.
had it from the jump.
Winchester, good hesitation, goes left, and he's still on his
slippery.
feet. Goes down at the 15.
Looked like he coated himself in canola oil there and just slipped right through.
Javon Fisher trying to take him down. Wasn't able to be super successful on it. His longest run in the game so far.
Really good run. I thought he was going to get 1 or 2, and that's it. And getting those extra 3 or 4 yards really opens up the playbook here on second down. They're inside the red zone.
We don't have an 89. That's who's at the top. That's why I keep getting confused. But at the bottom, we have Martin. We're not passing yet. We're just handing it to Obeng anyway.
Ooh.
Big hit. First down, though, from the indication of the spot.
And Obeng created a lot of that contact. He did not slow down through that hole.
He's not shying away.
Nope, they're not giving it to him.
Yeah, he's giving it to him. First down.
Okay.
Now, the question is going to be, it looks like they're going to be able to get a first down at the half-yard line. That would be my guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. 4th first down already for Firestone in the game. Got to imagine they're going to keep it on the ground.
1st and 10 from the 11. If you're at, all right, well. Winchester can't get away, taken down. He's going to gain 2 on the run. And Winchester and Obeng, kind of a good 1-2 combination. Obeng more in between the tackles. And Winchester using some speed trying to get outside or picking his spots. Only seen 2 passing attempts by him so far.
Again, Keshawn Younger on the stop. He's been all over the place defensively for the Rams from that right end spot.
Martin at the top, Carmichael at the bottom. Here we go to a passing play. No, we go running up the middle, gets away from the tackler,
cutback.
And he's going to be able to waltz it in from 10 yards out.
What an answer by Firestone. Nice cutback by Winchester.
Yeah, and he had to break 2 tackles at the line of scrimmage, but after that it was a race to the corner, and he was able to get there for the touchdown. Well, now it's kind of as we started, back at 6.
Yeah, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy there.
Yeah. Well, we have to see what's going to happen on this kick.
No pressure, even though you've already jinxed the kicker. Kicking into about a 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Nicolette Bucklew, high snap.
Oh,
Gets
he
the kick
drills
up.
it.
Nicolette hits it. gives them the lead, 7 to 6, as they're able to convert on the extra point.
And how about the job by the holder, Joseph Reed, on that high snap to not only catch it, but get it down in these windy conditions for his kicker. Great job by Reed.
This wind is really testing my ads book, ripping them across to get new little page protectors.
My pen's trying to hit Peter every time I set it down.
New page protectors are gonna. I want to put that on my list for going to the store. Some page protectors.
So I brought your paperweights today.
I always love when you go to like the outdoor events or whatever, and there's people that have like nice paperweights, and there's people that just bring like rocks in.
I would go straight out into the like parking lot and bring in a rock.
Yeah, it's a little dirty because I just picked up some rocks.
That's limestone, sir.
Yeah. That's right out of my driveway.
Yours is engraved. So is mine. I wrote a little smiley face in with my pen. Line drive kick.
Gonna be caught at the 25. Back to the 40. Still going through the center. And taken down finally. A big good tackle by the kicker, our forward. Made up some good ground on the kick. Made the big first tackle.
On that return was, I believe,
his big tackle is making him forget that he still has the T out there. I'm gonna send him my smoke signal. Now they got it. Yeah, because it's super windy out. A smoke signal would be a good idea.
Now let's see if the Rams can answer with great field position. Going with the wind now, left to right.
Whenever I have my son that plays at the 4th grade level, I always take the wind. I want the wind in the first half, because after that, who knows what's going to happen. Right, just give me the wind.
Oh, look at that sneak.
Right up the center.
Good decision. If you can get 7 yards with a sneak, you're going to do it all day. And they went on the quick count there, too. That might have been a read by the quarterback and center when they saw no nose guard.
Yeah, 6 yards on the carry. I keep looking at his 6, and it looks like a 5.
It's tough.
Just a little bit of wrinkle that's in there. 6s and 5s look pretty similar right now. I don't know, Peter. It's pretty windy up here.
6 is the QB and 5s is right behind him. Kid going under center now.
Tries to hand it on the right side. Nothing there.
That's because big number 55, Jaden Zinn, got great penetration into the backfield to make that a no-gainer. And even lost a half a yard on that one.
There goes your pen.
There it goes. Did you hear it? You could hear it.
I heard it the first time. I just thought you heard it too.
Man, that is a tight
that
formation.
Is very tight. And you needed 5 yards.
How about that? A sneak on 3rd and 4, and I think
they're going to give it
you
to
got
him.
it.
But that was like goal line tight.
Oh. A horrible spot. I mean, terrible.
4th down and
it's
1.
Not even close. Can we not see, Dave? That's a terrible spot. And I think Coach Boyd is
Can I get a measurement?
not happy, and he's got a guy down on the side with a cramp, too.
Yeah, the temperature has dropped about 10,
I mean, that's a
15
long
degrees.
one, too, according to where the marker is, if it's accurate.
That's more like a 2. And from our vantage point here, it looked like he was at the spot. So
Maybe he was down and the whole pile kept going, but oh my gosh, this pen has this pen needs to eat a sandwich.
Akron Public Schools nutritional specialists.
Speaking of
There you
which.
go. Create more than 32,000 meals every day for their 21,000 students, and they're all free. Research has shown that improved nutrition has the potential to positively influence students' academic performance, and that's why it's important that students and the Akron Public Schools do that. Learn more at akronschools.com. Also talking about, we'll go to the food section of the APS IS. Thanks Leonardo's Pizza and Chicken right here in Ellet for their support of Akron schools and athletics. Leonardo's Pizza and Chicken, where delicious pizza is still made on the stone oven. Get your slice today at Leonardo's.
Yeah, right here in Ellet. Slice, get a whole pie. What the heck?
They could become a in-game sponsor at any time.
Might want to get Swiss Miss.
Ad readability goes up when food has been delivered.
Oh, they got him. They got him with the hard count.
Hard count again.
This time, I guess it's a little
Maybe the timeout.
turnabout
tricked
is
them.
fair play.
Especially after the goal line setup.
Yeah, big first down for Kenmore-Garfield there. Speaking of Kemore-Garfield, can't wait to get into the new gym once the school opens. Been waiting a long time for it. Been working down there at Brown Street for a long time, getting the new building ready.
Hands off.
Great
breaks the
pursuit.
tackle. Nowhere to go as he loses a yard.
I mean, you see both of these defenses just peeling back and daring these teams to throw the football.
Well, you can see the flags on the goalpost and the American flag behind us at half mast. There's no shortage of wind.
Yeah.
The turbines are turning, but the Rams have no inclination to be passing.
In due time.
And it's coming right across, kind of down the field and across, over the top of the school. Moves up for more protection. Hands the ball off. Martin, gets through. And a gain at 8.
Yeah, you better get him early, because once he gets going.
Martin on that carry. That's tracked down by Howard Anderson.
3:30 left here in the second quarter now. And as we mentioned, with the wind playing a factor, it's doing the same with the clock. With no passing plays, slowing us down with incompletes.
7 carries, 98 yards for Martin so far. With that big 70-yard score, doing most of that damage, obviously.
This is one of those evenings, Joe, that as an Ohioan, you're like, oh, it's so cold. And then it's the same temperature in like April, and we got shorts out.
You're absolutely right. I want to argue with you, but I can't.
The transition to cold is just never good. I
No.
think he meant to hand it off, and he keeps it himself.
He's like, it's a read. I
Now
wanted to give it to you.
This one looks like another first down. But last one, I'm not speaking too early this time because they hose me. There it is, first down.
They don't measure in high school football anymore, do they? I mean, yep, it's good.
Close is good, and horseshoes, hand grenades, and first downs.
And it might not have been that close, but
It looked like a first down already.
yeah,
From our
you're
spot.
usually pretty spot on them.
I use that line judge up top. That's usually where they're going to spot it at.
Mm-hmm.
And then compare that to where the first down marker is. First down and 10, 2:15 now. Hands it off to Martin and sneaks through, but got stuck to something, and it's one of the Falcons there. Gain of 2. I've got him for 9 carries already.
That you're correct. 9 carries and 103 yards. To be
I
exact.
say 9 carries and 103 is pretty good, but you got 70.
Look at that flag. It's struggling. The first down marker. It's really bending
it's a
quite a
sail.
lot. Yeah, it's a sail. This first half of Peter George special, only 2 passing attempts. And they're taking their time here getting this one, and they might have to take a timeout.
They break
No,
out.
so far okay. Haven't seen the signal yet from the back judge. Up there it is, 5 seconds left. They got it off.
Dropped it though. No.
Oh,
no, they dropped
he
it
dropped
again.
it.
And the Falcons say they got it. And they do.
I think because of the bobble by Kidd, I don't think he gave it to Martin. I don't think it ever got in that breadbasket very good. You know what I mean? I think he gave it to him. It looked maybe like with a point, and he never had a good handle on it and lost it. And there's that big turnover.
Now, you don't have a lot of time to move down the field with how we've been doing it.
No, I think
it's been a lot of run plays.
I think if you're Firestone here, and going into the win, I think you're just going to keep it on the ground and
hope for a 70-yard home run.
Yeah, maybe a reverse, maybe a running trick play, but nothing too risky here.
Yeah, and at this point, you'd be throwing into the wind.
Remember, Kenmore-Garfield does get the ball to start the second half, and I'm sure they'll probably be going into the wind, I'm guessing, in the third quarter, but maybe not.
Winchester gets it, hands it to Obang, goes right up the center, up the gut for 7. Obang.
Obang with his 8th carry.
Maybe get my son's
43
name.
yards.
Change Carter's name to Obang. That's how he walks down the hallway in our house.
Banging everything. Putting his hands all over the walls.
He'll like walk down the hallway and he'll like shoulder check you, and you're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm walking down the hallway.
Hallway's not big enough for both of us, Dad.
Apparently.
So one way. And that could be it. See if they run one more.
I don't think so. I just pull him in the sideline. Oh, they're going to try for one. Most of the line's still there.
Hit the home run here.
They're not going to get off in time.
Oh, hurry up, guys. I'm going to run this.
There's no clock that he can see in front of him. Oh, he
gave
turned
it
around. Well, I guess so. QB keeper, left side, still on his feet, has some blocking downfield, needs to make a miracle play. And he makes a good play, but not quite a miracle play.
Stat builder, good one.
14 yards on the carry, and that'll do us for this first half as the Falcons taking a lead into halftime. 7-6 your score here from the Joe Yost Stadium here in Ellet. We'll be back with the second half of action here with your coverage of Akron City Series football on APS-IS. Welcome back to the second half action here on APS-IS. It has gotten significantly colder for those sitting outside. Squib kick to start as they give them a little bit of their own medicine, and they'll keep the ball, it looks like, and they'll start at the 42-yard line.
I think they figure with that wind, let's try to onside it. At least we have a chance to get it back or let it bounce off of somebody.
Yeah, the wind may take it out of bounds or lose any power you're trying to put into it. Windy still here in Ellet here tonight as the Rams find themselves just down 1 point. But unlike basketball, you can't score 1, so you got to get close enough to get a 3, which is unlikely given the high winds that we're playing in. So you got to get just 6. But they not able to convert on the 2-point conversion. They find themselves down 1 here going into the second half.
Big drive here coming out of the gate for the Rams. Let's see who made those halftime adjustments, and no adjustment there. 2 men in motion at one time. They're going to go back 5 yards. In the first half, the Rams were led by number 1, Damian Martin. He had 103 yards, on 9 carries with that 70-yard touchdown. Also, their quarterback, Demir Kidd, had 4 carries for 19 yards. All their damage on the ground, 122 total yards. For Firestone, they were led by Xavier Obang with his 9 carries and 44 yards. Paris Winchester with 9 carries, 32 yards, and a 10-yard touchdown to give them the lead after the extra point.
It's going to be, it looks like a gain of 4. And that by, I can't see. I don't think it was Martin on the carry. So gain of 5 after losing 5 by Martin. Still again a tight formation, reasonably so. A lot of wind. Looking on the curl play. And he'll get about 8, 9 on the spot. Martin passed into double digits here pretty quickly, as they've used him a lot. Certainly the home run hit was a 70-yard run at the end of the first quarter.
Big 3rd and 1 here. Watch for that hard count again.
Both teams being able to utilize that as we saw in the first half to get first downs. 3rd down and 1 now. 10:40 here as we're ticking away here in the 3rd quarter. Again, that little curl play, and it'll be good for a first down. Still on his feet. Misses the tackle, but scoots himself out of bounds for a gain of 9.
Following that nice kick out block by number 5, Jimmy Spalding, who's had a couple real good blocks on the night, doing yeoman's work, springing Martin, who's going to also probably sleep well tonight. That's his 12th carry already. They're leaning on him pretty heavily here. Big time here for them to score and get that lead back, especially while they're going with the wind, which running the football wouldn't seem like it matters, but I think you got to be faster with the wind than into it, right? Or in case you have to throw it, because we haven't seen many pass attempts. And there's one right there on cue.
And overthrown, intended for Martin again. Kid's first attempt, right?
Yes. Good time.
I stopped even mentioning who the wide receivers were because we only have 3 attempts.
Well, you thought they might go to somebody else and maybe give Martin a blow, but no.
Well, I thought they'd go on a little short route. You know, play the chances that it doesn't get taken in the wind, long distance. But they go the opposite. Instead of short, they go long. Incomplete now, 2nd and 10.
I might volunteer to go down there and run a fly route. Warm me up a little bit.
I think we definitely keep the cameras rolling on that. High snap, hands it off, got it in there very well. Gets around the left corner and gets a first down. That was, I think it was 26, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. That was Javon Fisher, and he got and Johnny Burks in there at quarterback on that, number 2.
9 on the carry. Only his 2nd carry in the game.
And we got, like as we said, we got Johnny Burks in at quarterback here in the 2nd half for the Rams. And give it to him again.
He's got a first down. Looks like a gain of 2. Injury right now. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll come back when the action returns here on APS-IS. All right, we come back out 1st and 10 off the last play.
Snap the ball, don't wait for him.
Little fake there, the fake little curl play, not able to get anything, and he'll get 2 yards on the QB keeper.
Now they got number 1 at quarterback.
That's
Martin,
Martin again.
yeah.
So a direct snap to him.
Yeah, they're just going.
Breaks the tackle, stays on his feet. Can he get around? No, he's finally taken down. A gain of 4.
I guess try to give him that extra blocker. Last 2 plays, he's taking the snap from the shotgun.
You're not passing. Not passing much.
We did once, Coach. Hey,
8:15 left here in the third.
I'd rather see this than a team that's going to go 4 for 20 passing and you're here for 3 hours and 40 minutes. And it's the same result offensively.
Well, and they've moved the ball around,
They control time
from
of
where
possession.
they're trying to run the ball. They've been able to put Kidd in motion to keep it. They've moved Martin around. This little play is new in here in the second half. It's good for a first down and then some.
And the frustration for Firestone is
Good
even
for
though you're
15.
lining them up, find number 1. Send 3 guys at him, dare somebody else to beat you.
15 yards on that carry and gets them first and goal.
And Coach Boyd and company's,
I'm sorry, first and 10 from the 12. I was wrong marker.
we're going to change where he is, but we're going to give him the ball, and you're going to have to stop him.
Yeah.
We're going to change the look, but you still know who's getting it for the most part. They've
Well, and you saw just that
changed
last
it up
play.
a little bit,
They use him as a decoy, too. Ran the same play a little quicker and used him as a decoy running across, and we saw it here. Not able to break that tackle, loses 5. Does Fisher.
Yeah, Carlo Johnson was all over that one. And Fisher just didn't have a chance to get to the second level. A big loss on that play. And Carlo Johnson did it on the offensive end in our last telecast, and today said, I'm going to do it on the defensive end. Remember, 3 TD catches in that last game. What, didn't he have, partner?
Well, that was at the beginning of the year, yeah.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year. Right,
of the year.
right. Yes, I said our last. I meant.
Yeah. It was earlier in our broadcast season.
Our
but
first
it's-
broadcast of Firestone is what I meant.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Moving him around.
Yeah, he didn't
that
get
one not
set.
there.
2 guys in motion because
Oh, boy.
you got to give that guy a chance to get set before the other guy goes in motion, and the timing was all messed up. I think they're going to decline it, though,
Yeah.
because Carlo Johnson's back.
Yeah, Johnny Burks was back there
Yeah.
taking the center.
They're going to decline that penalty because you're going the wrong way.
Third down and 24 as this one has come off the rails a little bit after the big play by Martin to get them up there. Now you're going to need another big play to try to get a first down or at least make this manageable. As we mentioned, the wind is kind of knocking out most of the kicking game.
Mm-hmm. They might throw the football here because they got Martin in the slot to the left.
Yeah, but no kid out there. Goes to Barks, who is sacked again.
And that was because that was set up to be a screen out on the left flat to Martin, and they were all over him.
So Burks on the sack.
How about this
-11.
Falcon defense?
Fourth down and 35. There's not a lot there.
I would punt here, partner. I would punt and try to pin them, and a safety might win you the ball game. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not getting 35. Or you throw the ball in the end zone.
You don't have enough time to throw it in the end zone. They didn't have enough time for a screenplay.
And now you don't have to kick this too hard because the wind is.
You kind of want it to bounce. Carmichael's back for the Falcons to catch it. Snap is back, kick is up. It is long and going into the end zone.
Much.
And it hits at the front, and that'll do it. So it needed about 60% of that strength or a little higher angle. Didn't get either, so they'll take over on the 20 as their first possession here in the second half turns out to be a punt.
3 consecutive negative plays after they were in pretty good shape. Firestone defense, Carlo Johnson and company stepped up big time there.
And in tonight's game, we'll have our APS-IS player of the game. Joe will have that for you. Still yet to be determined as we don't know who the winning team is. But certainly if you want more Akron Public Schools action, always check out the sports page as well as all the other good stuff. A lot of recognitions for teachers, students, and certainly all those board meetings if you want to pay attention to what's going on at the higher levels. Timeout by teams on the field gives us additional time to let you know graduation rates are climbing at the Akron Public Schools as they transform high schools by strengthening the connection of learning in the classroom and what students may pursue after graduation, making learning more meaningful. Starts at the college and career academies of Akron at akronschools.com. Also, APS-IS wants to thank the Peanut Shop for their support of Akron schools and athletics. The Peanut Shop proudly serving the Akron area since the 1930s, providing outstanding candies, chocolates, and of course, peanuts and nuts, and much more. The Peanut Shop. Check them out today. 4:38 left here in the third quarter as they did eat up a good amount of clock, but they take over on their side. Able to get a good drive in the first half as they had their scoring drive that ended with a 10-yard run with Winchester with 7:37 left in the second quarter. He's back under center. I'm sorry, not back behind center as he hands the ball off to Obang, who'll gain 6 on the carry. Obang with his 10th carry.
Nice run by Obang. After all of his runs have been positive yardage today, which is a good stat. Right? Avoid those negative plays. And I see no reason why Firestone has to abandon the running game either. They've been pretty effective on the ground.
Also going into the win this half, or this quarter, is no good for them. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, breaks the tackle, trying to get around the corner.
Oh, what a great open field tackle.
One-on-one tackle. Takes him down, does Martin. And no gain for Winchester.
Number 7, Marquise Vaughn and DeMarco Thomas came up on pursuit there to make that a no-gainer, what certainly would have been a first down. And it's huge here for Firestone to move those sticks because what Kemore-Garfield wants is to force a punt into this wind.
Yeah, in your own territory.
While they still have the advantage of going with the wind, which they don't have it much longer. Only 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Shifts the defensive line.
You knew that they were going to do it. You knew it. If it's 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, it's coming every time. You've got to be more disciplined than that.
They are not. The 5-yard penalty gives them a first down.
And Winchester almost caused himself a false start because he really sold it and gave a. And you can get called for that as a quarterback, not often, but you can't. Big first down for the Falcons as that clock keeps running.
Yeah.
Even if they have to punt, if they can get it into the fourth quarter before they have to do so, that might save them 20 yards. You got to think special teams might make a big play in this game. You're just waiting.
Takes the snap, runs left, has some space, trying to get around the corner, going more east-west instead of north-south, and out of bounds.
Nice play and a good decision by the Ram defense. Not to slam him down and get the bad penalty. Did a nice job of stringing that play out.
Winchester doesn't gain anything on his run.
No gain on that play. It was a 2nd and 10.
And I think if you're Firestone,
it does not feel 54 degrees, Peter.
No.
That's what my watch says.
Wind chill is factor is the 3 words. If you're the Rams defense, you got to key on Winchester, and if you're the Firestone defense, you got to stop Martin and dare somebody else to beat you on both these teams.
Yeah, because Obang doesn't have the breakaway speed that we saw from Martin to to hit the home run.
I mean, a player or two spying these guys at this point.
Winchester talking a lot on the sideline, trying to get this play in. Looks to pass, no pressure, no time, gets it away
Nice
and caught, but only gains 6.
And that was a nice job of Winchester using his feet to find Cameron Martin. First reception of the game.
No,
it was
Carmichael?
number 5 caught it.
Oh, number 5 did?
Yeah.
Okay.
3rd and 5. Watch the hard count.
Yeah, no doubt. Hard count coming. They stay as they're supposed to. Hand off, left
Big
side,
play on
first
3rd down. And how about that? We got some
Isaiah Clinton on the carry.
7, 1st and 10.
No, I'm sorry, Obang.
Yeah.
Obang, sorry. I was looking at the wrong roster.
That's going to get them into the 4th quarter.
2 first downs here.
Mm-hmm. And Firestone has really been effective in the run game today. And only penalized twice in the ball game for 10 yards.
QB keeper by Winchester. Breaks the tackle, still on his feet. 10 yards, still on his feet. 3rd broken tackle, 4th broken tackle. And just like that, at the 32-yard line, a regular play turns into a big one.
25 yards for Winchester. He's been hemmed down in the second half. Not there. Big gainer for the Falcons, and they got momentum here. And that very well could be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
And a great play by him as he breaks 2 tackles in traffic, breaks a 3rd that's in the secondary. And that'll be it for our 3rd quarter.
And these two teams doing, partner, exactly what you should do in these conditions. Shorten the game, use the clock, execute. It would do no good to try to sling it 30 times and win it 42-35. It's next score wins, in my opinion, in this game.
End of the 3rd quarter, score stays the same, with the Firestone Falcons leading it 7-6 over the Kenmore-Garfield Rams. So we go into the 4th quarter as they get great field position to end that 3rd quarter. And the player is given the "we'll see you in the 4th quarter" sign to the other side. APS IS wants to thank Primetime Sporting Goods for their support of Akron schools and athletics. Primetime Sporting Goods is the #1 place to shop for high-quality sporting goods equipment. Akron Public Schools offering the best and most affordable early learning and pre-kindergarten education in the area. Go to akronschools.com to learn more. 1 quarter left, and that's all the time you'll need for you to get the APS IS player of the game. We'll have that for you at the end of the ball game here once we get a decision on what this is going to be. Still a 1-point game, 1-score game, really. But now in good field position at the 32-yard line off of the big 25-yard run by Winchester. Blitz coming up the center as they showed it. Looked at a delay draw, the Obang, and he gets 8. He gets 7.
Good patience in the run game by the Falcons. And they can sense it now as they're keeping that Kenmore-Garfield Ram defense on the field longer than they want to be. Can they punch it in? Just following that lead blocker.
Great patience. Little stutter step to the right, stutter step left. And a gain of 5 for a first down. More importantly, they keep the possession, the clock running, and a first down on top of that. at the 11-minute mark here in the fourth.
And Obang is telling you where it's going to go. Either he's getting the ball in the handoff or he's lead blocking for Winchester. And they're not doing the job of stopping him. He's getting into that second level and creating just enough space for Winchester to get to where he's got to get to. Linebackers got to fill quicker.
Kind of surveying where it is. Obang left side. They get penetration.
Like that.
Off the stop. And on the tackle is Kayshawn Younger. No gain on the carry.
Inside that red zone, this is when it's getting big here. You need a big stop if you're the Rams on defense. Big sequence, biggest of the ball game right here.
Blitz coming right up that center is what they showed. Obang goes left. Can't get away, still on his feet. But the numbers game takes him down.
Yep.
No gain on the carry for Obang again.
He slipped a tackle, but the key that time was pursuit. The pursuit cleaned it up. The first guy misses the tackle, but at least slows down that forward progress and lets his teammates come clean it up.
3rd down and 10 now. Joe signaling to me here a pass maybe.
Yeah. I would have on 2nd down too.
Just to mix it up, get the linebacking.
They're coming. They're bringing those backers. Maybe something over the middle of the tight end, a little post.
We'll see. 3rd down and 10, nearing the 9-minute mark here in the 4th. They do go pass. It goes right off his hands. It couldn't be closer to get in there. I don't know who it is because 89.
Did we say over the middle? Man, he was open too. I don't know if it was too hot to handle or if it was right on the money. I love the play call. It would have been probably enough for a 1st down even if he doesn't break it there.
So he's gone to Michael, number 89, who we don't know, and Obang and Martin. Only 4 passes, I think. Did he have 4 passes? Yeah, because I forgot to mark the 5.
Now what do you do here? 4th down, they're going for it. There's no question about that.
I mean, that play was open, but I think they're going to run again.
Maybe to the left, maybe to the weak side there. They got the trips right.
Yeah, you got the larger tackle on that side, on the left side. Low snap. He's going to have to go to his right now where the play was going. Obang outruns him. He wants to pass. He had a man in the end zone. Yeah. 89 was there again. 4th down and 10.
Rush got him there.
Got nothing.
Gonna turn it over on down, so a great job by the Rams to stay in this thing. But they got a long way to go. Winchester frustrated there because he knew he had something.
Well, it's going to take his timing off trying to pick it off his shoelace to get started.
This has been a frustrating game for the offenses because both teams have moved the ball, but they just haven't been able to have success once they've got within the 30s, whether it be penalty or the defense is just stepping up.
Uh-oh, dropped the ball.
Uh-oh.
And dropped himself on top of it, and will lose 7. That one again went to number 2.
Burks.
Yeah. My question is Burks going to throw at any point? Think so?
Oh, I tried to last time, but he was sacked.
Burks, another senior, listed on our sheet here as a halfback and linebacker. So maybe just going total run the whole time. Didn't really see Kidd run that much. couple design plays. This one goes off of Burke's hands. He goes backwards to pick it up, and he's going to go down about the 3-yard line.
That was Martin there. They changed, and Martin took the hand off, and that was a good snap. He just took his head off.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. But it's going to be a loss of 10. It's cold, Joe.
Mm-hmm. And now you're in a situation where, like, oh, man, do you take the safety if you don't get it out of here?
I don't think
give
so.
yourself 20 yards of field position. You still need a touchdown to win anyway. You're not getting a field goal.
Yeah.
I think I might take this. I think if they don't get it out of here, I would take the safety.
I'm not sure the offense hasn't been clicking enough to get it out. 2 bad snaps.
They're going to sneak it out here.
Give some space just to get a better kick maybe.
They really didn't get much, maybe a yard.
Field position, a crucial one.
Here's my thing. Would you rather punt or kick it off from the 20 or kick it off from really 25 yards further away?
Yeah, but you're still giving up additional points, and you're assuming.
Who cares?
Next
score wins in this game. There's
Yeah.
only, I mean, no one's scoring fast. They had one big play.
Well, you still give up the ball, though, too. That
And
kick
that
is going straight up.
is exactly why I would have took the safety. What is he doing? What is he doing?
Don't catch it. And he was even going the wrong direction.
He high-pointed that football. He's showing I'm going to be a receiver right there. He's like, it's not rolling anymore. So that kick showed you what the wind is doing in this game.
It could have taken a little bit of a, you never know with the oblong ball. You could take it and kick it back another 15 yards. But it could have gone your other direction, too.
If you kick that off from a 20, they might get the ball at the 40 or 50.
Yeah.
And it's a 9-6 game with the same amount of time.
Yeah.
Now they have to go 16 yards to score. A good punt there would have only gotten to the 30 with this win. That's why I said take the safety.
But there's no
but
guarantee.
I'm a mathematician.
There's no guarantee you're going to stop him again. But, yeah, I see your point. You still have to make the stop.
I guess the only thing is if they score, it's still going to be, even with the extra point, a one-score game. But you got to think, then you put a lot on your defense. Well, you're putting a lot on them right now anyway.
And you're moving it back in a game that has eaten up clock all over the place. Still on his feet.
And you know what you do here? You either got to stop them or you got to let them score quickly.
Yeah.
Because you need that time.
Because you can't air it out.
And I think in this game, you got to try to stop them because even
they're not. I don't think that their kicker is going to make it from this far out, given the wind. They might try.
I mean, he's going to be kicking with it now. Oh, that's right. Yeah. And
correction.
With the wind, is that going to be 30 yards?
Yeah, about. 28.
It's going to be less than that now.
Oh, ball's out, but it went out of bounds.
And the thing is, he fumbled before the contact. Lucky bounce for Firestone that it goes out of bounds.
We gave him a first down.
Oh, my gosh. There's no way. Lucky bounce for Kenmore-Garfield that it went out of bounds, though, because it at least stops the clock.
Yeah, and the player is there potentially to pick it up.
Falcons.
So you either got to stop them or you got to let them score real quick.
Who is our last run?
Number 5, Martin. So he's had a catch and a run, so a little change of pace guy that's really helped him a little bit here late in the game.
Taking some time now. Winchester looks, surveys. He's close. Push isn't there, and he's in! Winchester scores from 5 out.
Winchester hit that hole. It was a low snap, too, and it didn't slow him down at all, Dave. Second touchdown of the ball game for Winchester.
And you could tell he kind of took a long time to look at where where that line was. This is a big one here. This would make it, you'd need to convert the 2-point conversion.
Mm-hmm.
A
Yes.
touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. That one's in. She gives it to him and makes it a score and a 2-point conversion needed to tie this game. Gives them 5 minutes, and given how the offense is going, that's pretty much one possession. So this is all or nothing for the Rams.
So we saw the Mother Nature play a part there with wind and just.
And her kick was pretty good. Now she was at 28, a little longer, but
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we had the distance. So getting that extra yardage, and the good thing for Kenmore-Garfield, if there's a silver lining, they're not deep in their own end zone right now, and they still needed a touchdown anyway to get back in the game. They're going to need that and a 2-point conversion now, but they still have 5:17 left. Let them score kind of quick, so they have time, and they do have all 3 timeouts, which is important.
they kick short again, so they have a short field. Pick it up at the 40, right side, and down. Start at the 42. So that kick, I thought they were really going to try and boot
that
it.
one with the wind, but I think they're saying, all right, our defense has been up to the task. Other than the one big play we've given up, we've been great.
Well, and the wind has still been a factor, just trying to catch it off a bounce or any movement. So you still have the possibility. Getting the ball back could potentially end it right there. Mm-hmm. You'd have to call all your timeouts to try to stop the clock and get the ball back. Falcon sideline below us. A lot of smiling faces. They still have a little more work to do.
A lot of pressure here for Kenmore-Garfield. They're 5-4. They're trying to have their first winning season in some time.
Full house, handed off to Martin. And again, the pile kind of moves forward.
They pitched at that time, which was a little different look. They'll take the 6 on the first down. Peter, this game's been too fast. It feels like they break one here. We could be headed for the. I could see it overtime.
They weren't able to convert last time, but it was
they fumbled the snap.
Mainly
though,
most
yeah.
of the snap, yeah.
But we're a long way from that. Full house backfield look.
This is very traditional. Breaks some tackles, still on his feet.
He's running with purpose.
13-yard carry for Fisher. Yeah. So we have an injured player. We'll take a quick break here and come back as action returns here on APSIS. All right, injury has been cleared. Cramps. That is, had a couple of them so far.
Yeah.
Again, full house formation. Brooks pitches right to Martin. Martin scoops through. Oh, flags are down. Holding.
I'd like to see that full house fake that pitch and just run the tight end right up the seam. Or you feel like they're setting it up, right?
You certainly hope so. Penalty is going to move him back. Should be first down and 22. Does stop the clock. Oh, they're going to give some gain of the yards. Maybe first and 18. Yeah.
Clock still moving.
Clock, yeah, back on as they set it in. Pitch left side, like tripped on in the turf.
Great job by Carlo Johnson.
Slowed him down. I don't know what it was. I don't know if he looked. To me, it almost looked like he looked down at the ball and stubbed his toe on the turf.
turf toe. Ouch.
Second and 16, though. Would have loved to get him in full stride. Probably would have got 7 or 8. But not the case.
Same play to the right.
Same play to the right.
Different running back, though.
Yep.
Oh, fresh legs.
He's got some space. He's close. I'm giving him the first.
And he gets out of bounds.
First down out of bounds at the 19.
That was Fisher.
A run of 17.
He's running with purpose his last 2 runs.
Clock stops as he runs out of bounds. This sideline below us of the Falcons has gone quiet.
They've played a great ball game, but can they hold on?
Pitch right coming. There it is again. He's got great stutter
His
steps.
Cutback has been.
And he's going to get 9.
Hey, you're in no rush here. This is, you want to score, and I mean, obviously, if you don't get the 2-point conversion, you want to have a chance to get it back. But they do have all 3 timeouts, so you want to go, but not.
Well, I think you definitely want to take a timeout after you score because you want to make sure you get a good play because you got to get in the end zone.
But you need those timeouts to stop the clock in case you don't. But they got to get in first because it's been a challenge.
Toss left.
Oh my God. Oh, audible. Now they're going back right. Come on, you know where they're going.
Goes to Martin, gets through the line into the secondary. He's got the first down. Gain of 12.
I've always said the most demoralizing thing for a team is when you know where the play is going and we're calling it up here and you can't stop. I mean, they know what's coming. They're saying, let's stop it. We're going to do what we're best at. You stop it.
It's going back right.
They're staying in this full house. Unbalanced left, which you would think maybe.
Toss right, I think.
Yeah, they're going to the strong side where the big guys are. Oh, he had to
Breaks
avoid his
it.
own guy.
He's going to get 6.
Clock keeps rolling.
20th carry for Martin. And now, like you said, plenty of time, but you're at a minute 45, and you're not in yet.
And you don't
Second
necessarily
down
want to stop it.
Second down and goal from the 3. This is where I go right up the gut.
Yeah, they did. Good call.
Marks takes it, and he's in for the touchdown. 3 yards out.
Now things get interesting. And if I'm Firestone, this is where I probably take a timeout.
Yeah, I would take a
put
timeout
12
here.
guys on the strong side and be like, anything else you're scoring. But
if I'm Garfield, I take a timeout to talk about it. Although,
no.
You look at it, you're not taking it, I'm taking it.
Make Firestone take the timeout. And they're going on the left hash here.
Now you get to pick where?
Yeah.
Because that's not where they went.
Yeah, you can go. You can pick it for the extra point. Obviously, they're not kicking.
Down 2, 14, 12. The Rams need this to tie it up.
This one.
And they settle in.
You got to think right to Martin, right? I'd overload that right side.
Martin in at quarterback. Rolls right. Look to fake the pass. He does pass it, but it's stopped. The defense comes up.
Outsmarted themselves there, partner.
I don't know why they didn't go just with the full house formation that got them in the end zone. And they find themselves down still 2 points.
Big stop by the Falcon defense.
And it looked like, to me, the plan was to give it to Martin, roll right, and pass to the end zone. But it broke down quickly and it failed. And the score stays 14-12.
Not over yet, though. You got 3 times that. You got an onside kick coming up, and you got 3 timeouts if you're Kenmore-Garfield. So the ball or a stop here gives them still life.
And a surprise that neither team took a time out there to discuss what they wanted to do. Both teams just set up and went. And I thought that would have helped line up again in the full house and make them guess where you're going, because each of those last plays on that drive were getting you more than 3 yards. and would have certainly got you the 2 points if you would have got a similar result.
And if you're Kenmore-Garfield, it's simple. You need the ball. You need the ball here, or you need a stop. If you're Firestone, you need to secure the ball, and you need 1 first down. That wins
Now,
you the game.
If you're Firestone and you get the ball, is it worth just taking – I mean, is it kneel time or do you want to run a play?
No, you got to get a first down because they have 3 timeouts. Because if you kneel 3 times –
But if you kneel, you're forcing them to take it. And then if you do give them the ball back, we've seen you can't pass. So you're going to make them go, what, the full length of the field, let's say?
I'll just keep the ball in my quarterback's hands and let him try to get a first down.
Just keep pounding
But they're going to be stripped.
I think they're going onside here as well.
No question.
And that allowed them to move up. And they're going to get it at the 50-yard line. Almost no time comes off the clock. We're at 125. And now the players here below us trying to get this crowd back into it as they were silenced on the long drive for a touchdown. But they stopped the extra point.
And if you're Kenmore-Garfield, it's not over. If you stop them, you got 3 timeouts still left.
A first down could end it.
A first down ends it. But they got to get there. Man, it'd be a great time to go hard count again. Get yourself 5 yards,
Yeah.
because they're going to be really over pursuing here. They have to. Look at you in a winter coat. That guy's in his polo.
I have 3 layers, and there's a staff member. He's in a polo shirt and pants. Maybe he just came out of the
concession stand. He was making hot dogs like 400 degrees.
I would have got some. Concessions in any of the APS venues gets me for a candy bar almost every broadcast. I mean, just open it up. They give it to Winchester. He goes up the gut, and he gets more than you thought. He's still on his feet. 5, 6. No whistle yet. 6 yards on just the first carry of this drive, so certainly got more than half.
Winchester, not the biggest guy, but he has been a load to bring down today.
APS-IS player of the game coming here in a minute 14.
Is coming here after this first down if he makes another run like that. I'm going to tell that right now.
So you got to make a stop. 2 timeouts left.
Do you go
by the Rams.
Do you go to Obang or do you just keep it in Winchester's hands?
At this point, I think I would go Obang and then QB sneak. He hasn't been under center though. We mentioned that earlier.
No.
He's not been a quarterback that goes under center, and that's where I'd be worried. Trying to get him any movement is a mishandle, and the ball is going back the other direction. Where if you could come under center, you have a little less space for error. Well, it's been a thriller to end this one, and certainly we'll have our highlight reel, which it might be the longest one we've had all season. It'll be on YouTube as this comes out as well. But certainly one worth watching the whole time. We thank you for being along with us.
Winchester surveys that defense. I wouldn't even guard these guys. I mean, I would go ahead. Why are you out here? It's not dare them to pass.
Hard count as Joe called. 2nd down and 4, and you get 5. And that is going to do it.
I mean, let's give credit to this Firestone offense and defense. They've been penalized 2 times for 10 yards. How many times do we say that in the City Series? I mean, we've seen the Firestone teams penalized for 150 yards in penalties. The discipline got them the W today, as long as they can hang on to the football.
They should be able to kneel this one out the rest of the way. Make them either take the timeout. They only have 2 timeouts, and you get 4 downs.
Yeah. Real close. I think they'll run one more. Stay in bounds. Oh, and that's going to be a hold. I think he did stay in bounds. Well, is there a signal? Nope. See what the penalty is. by the way, I would have absolutely declined that penalty. He was out of bounds. You need downs, right?
Yeah.
Second down in 5. It wasn't a first down.
Yeah.
Or first
Clock
and 17.
stopped.
The clock's going to be stopped. That gives you a
That's your
timeout.
timeout.
And now they're winding the clock, so it doesn't matter.
I guess it doesn't matter. We didn't see the signal as the sideline was close. I think he dove
I saw
in.
this. I didn't see this. Another smart play by
Winchester. He's going to let it run.
And why not? And
why did I
a
come out
wise
with a
fan
timeout?
is telling him, take a knee. Prince Winchester, partner.
You should have had the timeout right away. You let 10 seconds go off.
Yeah. Prince Winchester, let's just crown him right now, the Prince, as our APSIS player of the game. Gutty effort by Prince. 2 touchdowns, and he only completed 1 pass in these adverse conditions, but some great runs, especially in the second half. Just determination where there weren't many holes to get them that score. We said next score wins, and we weren't right because Kenmore-Garfield came back and scored, but they got the great hold on the 2-point conversion. But Winchester's been the key. They kind of beat Kenmore-Garfield at their own game, ball control, and instead of saying, oh, we're going to just try to score quick, they're like, we'll go ball control with you, and we'll shorten this game, and we're just going to execute better. And they did, led by Winchester. So congratulations to Firestone, and congratulations to Prince Winchester as our player of the game.
And certainly someone that could be up there as well, the difference maker, is Nicolette Hucklew, as special teams played the big factor in it. 2 extra points is going to be the difference in this game. She made the first one to give them the lead in the first half, 7-6, and then
absolutely
added to it. Where Garfield missed that 2-point conversion.
One more timeout. And they're out of timeout, so depending on when they kneel and when they wind it, that should be it.
Yeah.
25 seconds after they
spot
the ball.
They could run
about
to the
40
side.
seconds usually, yeah.
Run to the side or run back a little bit.
There is a 25-second play clock, but it doesn't start like it does in college. As soon as it starts once they spot it and get out of there. It takes a little longer in high school.
Yeah, so I think you could see a little run to the side.
Good.
Just to get you close.
Yeah, good football game here, though. Tight, 1-score game all the way.
Want to thank all those that helped make this broadcast possible. Our producer, Ryan Rittenhouse, our cameraman, Peter George. Peter does a lot of our hard work, making it look even better than what it was when we were here in the stands, as well as putting together a very nice highlights. I think the highlights package is one of the best things. Share that with family members and so forth. That'll be the end of our game here, as the clock will run out with the Firestone Falcons winning this one 14-12 over the Kenmore-Garfield Rams. Again, want to thank all those collaborative efforts for this broadcast, from the administrators, the teachers, the parents, all of them that empower these Akron students to achieve their highest level of success. This broadcast, of course, is brought to you by APSIS, where we imagine, inspire, and inform. Good night, everybody, from Dave Schick and Joe Pacansky.